Trading card games like Riftbound have two main ways to get cards, either by buying sealed product, such as a booster pack or a starter deck, or getting singles online. But what if there was a way to keep the fun of opening packs and the ability to guarantee you can get what you need? In this series, I'll start with just 2 starter decks and an allowance of 3 packs per week, upgrading my deck, but only by using, selling, or trading the cards that I've managed to pull from packs that I get, eventually aiming to have a full power deck with the aim to win a summoner skirmish. Welcome to ThriftBound. Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 3 of ThriftBound. So obviously last week was a much better success than I was ever going to hope for. We managed to go 3-1 at locals playing against Dravens and Ezreal, and hopefully this week we can do about the same thing. So to start off with this week, we have £11 and 5p in the bank. We've got our 3 packs as normal, still Spirit Forge, and hopefully we can pull something good and work towards our second set. So I think we need about 10, maybe just over £10 worth of value to get to the magic number to be able to get that second set in. And then after that, I think we're going to work towards maybe getting some baited hooks or just looking to change our deck a little bit, and seeing if we can work towards getting the stuff that we need for baited hooks. So yeah, let's jump into the packs and see what we can get. So these are our 3 packs. I am having to commentate over it after the fact because I did have to rush and do this before locals. So I'm basically just opening them to see what I can get and if I can play my second set. So the first pack, I get a foiled Cold Shot, a Green Azir, and a Fiora Worthy, which turned out to be more than I thought it was. I thought it was only going to be about 10p or something because it's in the structure deck. But over £1, I'm not going to complain. Gets us closer to the total that we need. Second pack is nothing. You get 2 Rek'Sai cards and a bad foil, so nothing in that one. So I'm kind of hoping for the last pack to give me something good so I can include the second set. But unfortunately, as you will see, I do get a Fury Rune, but not enough to get a second set, unfortunately. From those packs, we managed to go up to £17 and 35p in total, which isn't too bad, but we're still a little bit away from a set, so hopefully we can get that by the end of this week or hopefully going into next week. The list for this week is pretty much the same. I've just mainly put the Ruin Runners in the side deck and put the third Fiora Victorious in the main deck because of moving the Ruin Runner out of it. So we'll jump into the games and you'll get to see how I do. So this is game 2 versus a Kai'Sa player. My hand's okay. I'm going first, obviously. I've got a 2-drop, and yeah, it's not looking too bad. Unfortunately, I did lose the first match, but there's just nothing I could really do. My hand was basically all spells until I drew a unit on like turn 3. So yeah, but this game looking okay. Unsung Hero on turn 1. He plays a Plundering Pro on his turn 1, and yeah. So I've got a pretty good hand to start with. I can just play a BF sword, equip it, and then my hero is already mighty. I've got obviously War Camp to go first, which just means it's a lot easier to trigger all of my my legend, obviously. So straight away I do that. I equip the BF sword, get a legend trigger, just down the same amount of runes, move in, draw a card. Especially with the War Camp, it means even if he has like a Stupefy or something, my hero is still going to be mighty, so I'll still get the draw 2 if he does manage to kill it. And just waiting to see what he does, obviously moving into the Reaver's row to score a point and then get a gold with his Poro. He plays the Sentry, and I draw a challenge for turn. I just play out my champion unit. There's not really much else I want to do. I don't want to use my first mate straight away. I don't want to like sabotage, because I'd rather wait until I've got more stuff to commit to the board to make sure I get rid of like a Singularity or something. But yeah, on his turn he plays a Kai'Sa in base and passes turn. I obviously get a point, so I've got 3 points from this one hero. And now at this point I sabotage to look at his hand, because I'm just trying to figure out what I want to start playing around, and his hand is pretty good. I think it's a Falling Star Stupefy Bryn here and Singularity and Hextech Ray. I end up picking the Falling Star just because it's the cheapest thing he can do. I've got a riposte in hand anyway for something like a Singularity if he does go to clear my entire board. So I've got pretty good protection for all my units at this point in time. I sabotage his Kaiser in the back line. I know he has nothing to protect it like a retreat, so it's just kind of like a free kill for me, and gets rid of one of the threats on his board. And then I just pull back my unsung Radiant and then move into the other battlefield just to try and score some points, because I know that he doesn't have a lot of pressure from units. If he does want to try and start taking a battlefield, he does need to basically try and kill my guys, then move his smaller units in. But if I can keep his bigger units off board, especially with something like a Kaiser that lets him draw more cards and get more answers to what I have on board, it just makes my life a whole lot easier. So he does send the Pro in and get another goal on his turn. He is keeping up on points pretty evenly with me, but with my hand knowledge, I think I'm doing okay. The Stupefy here is a bit annoying. I did know that he had it, obviously, especially since I'm only going to be on 4. So if he does move in and try to kill my hero, like he does here with the Void Seeker, it puts me in a bit of a weird position. I think, and I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do, but I do just end up riposting it, because if I don't, and he kills my hero, I basically don't draw anything, and I don't have any like good units in hand. I just have to basically buff a first mate. So I know he has more stuff in hand to be able to kill the hero, because he has like a ray, a Hextech ray, but even just keeping it on the board means that I'm going to score a point next turn from it for pretty much free. So I do end up riposting it, and he ends up passing the turn with 5 up. I still know he has the Hextech Ray and the Singularity in hand, so I'm just trying not to die to everything straight away. I send the first mate in, because even if he Hextech Rays it, because of the War Camp buff, it's not going to die straight away, so it's still going to force a trade, which it does. I'm more than happy for that. He literally only has 1 unit left on the board at this point in time. So just clarifying that we trade, which we do end up doing. He has no other response, so I just let my hero go to the grave, and then I play a hero and a pit rookie, and I just buff the unsung hero again on the battlefield to make it 6. So if he does have like a Stupefy or something, I'm still going to get the draw, and I can just leave it on the Reaver's Row, because if he does go to move in, I can just easily pull it back. I didn't want to send or waste my champion unit to go to the War Camp, even though maybe I could have, because it would have meant that I'm on 6, but something like a Singularity or even like a Darius kind of clears my board, and I do want to have the Accelerate just in case I draw something like a set to just instantly close out the game. But yeah, I send in the pit rookie, it manages to kill the sentry, he draws a card, but at this point, I've basically nearly won the game. I'm on 6 points. I play a Ruin Runner, which in my head is almost impossible for him to kill, especially in base. He just can't target it with anything. He basically needs to use something like a Watcher or a Darius to kill it. Seeing him use the Watcher now, because he basically needs to get up to 6, or at least stop me from getting an easy point next turn, now means that I think he only has about 4 or 5 cards in hand. This turn is pretty easy for me. He's only on 4 mana as well. He's already used like a Hextech Ray, a Stupefy, and nothing will be able to kill the Ruin Runner. So I'm just trying to make sure that I have the best way to be able to actually take out his board. I have an easy attack in to the Reaver's Row. It's just wondering how I want to kill the Watcher first. So I think about it for a little bit. I can't actually ready the Fiora that I have in hand, because I don't have a way to make it mighty. I just really have the unsung hero and basically just what's on board. So I send the Worthy in to the Reaver's Row. This will just mean I get to draw a card as well. He moves back the Pro. I don't get a point. I draw a card and I draw into the Lucian, which basically just seals the game. Because now I can just play the Lucian weapon master the BF sword to it, ready it with the worthy, make it 6 and send that and the rune runner in. If he has a spell, I can riposte it and it's fine. So yeah, it's basically checkmate at this point. I'm just making sure that I've done my maths correctly and that I can actually win the game on the spot. So yeah, I play the Lucian, I equip the BF sword to it, trigger both Fioras, ready it, and then send it in with the Ruin Runner. So I'm on 11 to his 7, and he needs to have, I don't think there's a spell in the game that lets him win at this point. And if there was, I have the riposte for it. So he's just checking his cards, trying to see if there's a way out of it. And yeah, I managed to take the game because there's not much he can do. So this match was pretty good. I was just ahead in points and I just had a pretty good hand. But compared to how I played in this game, I played a Draven player again, a Miracle Draven player, and this ended up happening.
Go and find him. Where is he?
So, as you can see, turn 1, I got stack decked into reveal double nocturne, and the game was pretty much over on the spot. My hand was not the best anyway, but there's just no way I'm going to be able to kill 2 nocturnes by the time he's already got about 4 points. So that was pretty much game over from there. This week did not go as well as it went last week, which was probably to be expected because last week I did get quite lucky. I lost to Draven and a Kaiser that you saw the gamer from, and I managed to win against Ornn in the last round. All the matches were pretty tough. Draven, I did manage to win a game against Draven this time, but we still ended up losing in the end. So yeah, we've still got our entry packs to open. Hopefully we can pull something good from those, but I'm not expecting a whole lot. And then next week we have our 3 packs again to hopefully get us to that second set. I've decided to go back to Origins for this and next week, and I'm probably going to stick with that for a while just because I think the EV of Origins is slightly higher than it is for Spirit Forged, because at least Origins, the rares in that are worth something, even if they're just a few pounds, because I don't think there's really any rare in a Spirit Forged that's worth pretty much anything, which I mean is a good thing, but also not for trying to get value for the series, but we just have to wait and see. So from our less than impressive 1 and 2 performance today, we only managed to get our entry pack and our entry Nexus Night promo pack, but we're still going to open them, and I'm sure we can still hopefully get something good. I did pick Origins this time just because looking at the prices between Origins and Spirit Forged, I think Origins in general actually has better cards because the rares are worth something in this, because you still have stuff like Watcher and stuff, but all the rares basically in Spirit Forge are worth nothing. So we'll start with the promo pack for now. I think that I'm just hoping for like a rune. I think maybe one of the legends from Proving Ground might be worth something, but Dawn Shield, Dawn's Ring, and Cup, definitely not very good, but oh well. Let's see if we can get something from the Origins pack. Right. I don't even know if there's any yellow or orange cards we'd actually play. I guess Cannon Barrage, but we already have them. A Oscar Phase, Blossoms, Arena's Greatest, Orb of Regret, a Ravenborn Time, and a Leona. Okay, so not very good at all. Oh well, I guess we'll have to hope that our next 3 packs ready for next week contain something, because hopefully we'll be able to get our second set, and then we can start working towards hooks, I think. But again, for next week, I've also picked up packs of Origins, just because I think on average we're going to get slightly better pulls than what we can get out of Spirit Forge, but I guess I'll have to wait and see. So to round out this episode, we're ending the week with £17.35 in the bank, and we've got Origins packs to open next week, and hopefully we can get some improvements done. But yeah, I'll catch you next week. Like and subscribe and everything else that you do on YouTube, and bye.